In 1947, Walt Disney Animation released its 8th feature-length animated film, which is, of course, Fun and Fancy Free. So we're going to talk about it right now. Hey friends, welcome to the Disney Pastor. I am your host Tim, and I talk all things Disney, which includes Walt Disney Animation. Question of the day is this: have you seen Fun and Fancy Free? If you haven't, it's on Disney Plus right now. I suggest go checking it out, and then you can join us in the comments down below as we talk about the movie. With that being said, I'm going to talk about the good, the average, and the bad. I'll give you my rating. Let's dive in.
Ooh, that's good.
When it comes to the good, one of the things that stands out, because that seems to be the case in general, is the animation. It continues to be strong, and especially coming after, I'd say, a more cheapening film like Make Mine Music. This one is definitely much better quality and much better story-wise as well, and I'll talk about some of those in a second. AKA right now, Mickey and the Beanstalk is easily the best part of this movie. Now, I'm specifically talking about the animated sequences. I'll talk about the live action here in a little bit. The animated sequencing with Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, it's really solid. We get introduced to Willie the Giant for the first time, and he's a pretty cool character. We'll see him a little bit later in future things that Walt Disney Animation does, but that being said, this is a pretty cool sequence and definitely the highlight of the movie for sure.
Something good, something bad, bit of both.
The other sequence falls into this category, which is Bongo the bear. It's decent, it does what it's supposed to, and it's a kind of silly, fun sequence, but at the same time, I wouldn't consider it the standout of this movie, and it definitely can be forgotten about for sure. That being said, it's decent, it's okay, but it's nothing that is worth writing home about, or nothing that really elevates this film to a higher standard. But it just feels like this sequence is just kind of tossed into the movie, to be honest.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
Wrapping this up with the bad, I have a few things. One is, once again, we have another animated movie that has a live action sequence, and it's just weird, I'll be honest. This one's weird because, like, I understand what they were, I think, attempting to do, but I don't think it works. Ultimately, I think it just feels out of place. Like, sure, it helps to set up Mickey and the Beanstalk, and again, like I said, it's a good sequence. But having the narration come from who it came from, and then along with like ventriloquist dummies and a girl, it just feels very weird. And I don't know. It's a very odd setup for this story, and pretty odd narration for the rest of the story. I think, honestly, the animated sequence could have gone without the actual narration. I think it would have been probably a little more better. It's just weird. Also, the ventriloquist dummies kind of give me a little bit of some nightmares. So there's that. You're welcome. Somewhat. Not really, because now you may have nightmares too. I don't know why they're here. I genuinely don't. I'm so confused by it. The other thing I will say is what is the story? When you take a look at Dumbo, Snow White, Pinocchio, those have very clear stories. I don't know what Fun and Fancy Freeze is. And again, it feels very thrown together, which is a lot of the wartime era. But there's no clear thing. It just kind of, hey, let's just throw some animated sequences together, release it as a feature film so we can gain some sort of revenue from it, is pretty much what it seems like. And I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. Overall, this is a okay movie. It is somewhat entertaining. Mickey and the Beanstalk is definitely the standout here. And it's great to see Mickey, Donald, and Goofy once again all together. But other than that, it's okay. So overall, I give it a 6.1 out of 10. Is what it is. You know, I don't really have anything like amazing to say about it. It's okay, but it's nothing that, you know, is a top 10. Which is a shame, because they started off so strong in the golden era, and then it just seems every single one just continues to go downhill. They did rebound with this one, in my opinion, compared to Make Mine Music, but not rebounded enough, and that sucks. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed my review of Fun and Fancy Free. Let me know in the comments down below if you have seen this movie. Again, if not, it's on Disney Plus. You can check it out there. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me know what you like, what you don't like. And of course, if you're new around here, I want to say a special welcome to you. So glad you're here. Be sure to subscribe down below and hit the bell to be notified for more videos just like this one. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Goodbye.